welcome back to Heroes Next Door. Thank you for watching another day in the life. We're with South Metro Dive Rescue Team and Aurora Fire Company. They're going to be doing a couple of different rescues, so let's go get wet. Today's training is actually with Aurora Fire Company and South Metro Dive Rescue. South Metro comes out of Station 31. We are going down to the Aurora Reservoir. We're going to Scuba Beach, which is a place where they do a ton of training with these fire companies, and actually many people go down there. You get regular dive schools that go down there and train on Scuba Beach. So it's a gorgeous place.
Anything specific you guys want out before we get started so we can gear it towards, or?
I don't think so, just how we can help you guys through the operation and set stuff up so when you get here you can go to work.
Okay.
You can get in touch with the dive team coming out and just kind of paint that picture, because it's going to take them 30 minutes to get out here.
So is that it? I was going to ask, for the time we call you to the time you're here, 30 minutes is about right?
Yeah, if we took the quickest route this way to kind of see what it would be, and its lights or sirens are not about the same on 470, it's 24 minutes.
Once we get there, Rob gets off the truck, meets and greets everybody. We want to get everybody familiar with where the equipment is, what kind of equipment we're bringing. This one has that Boston Whaler with a bunch of equipment on it. The truck itself has a bunch of equipment on it. So Rob is going to go through and talk about where this equipment is, what equipment they're going to need for this specific rescue, and then we're going to go over some of the safety briefing of what the rescue is for today.
Floating away and start in less than a couple of minutes. If it's going to be a shore-based, which would be more likely we're needing some help sort of shuttling equipment, when we get down to our dive site, everything that we need just about is in that right rear compartment. So we've got it set up pretty easy. If you just empty that to where we're going, chances are you'll have all of our bases covered. We've got chairs and awnings and other things like that from other compartments. And what we'll do is called a bounce dive. So based on the witness interviews and what we get from them, it's hot. I think we can find a little bit of shade. So let's take that, we'll park it right here and just drop the boat here. And then we should be able to take this road all the way down to where the scuba training normally is. We can scout it out in one of the BC rigs with the safety first.
So you guys use dry suits.
We use dry suits, and we have thermals to put on. Usually the water is cold, like we're diving in the winter.
Okay.
Some of the guys have what they call summer thermals. So these are the average that we get, and so we get pretty hot in the summer. They're called hazmat suits because a lot of times if we're doing vehicle recovery, there's gasoline, oil in the water.
Okay.
Or we're recovering victims, body fluids or whatever. So we need to be protected from stuff.
And how many of you would gear up at a time?
We need 3. Anytime one diver's in the water, we need 2 more.
Okay.
We have a backup and we have a 90%er. So that's for my safety since I'm going in first.
Okay.
In case I run into problems or something happens to me, the backup goes after, and then the 90%er moves to backup.
Okay. Okay. All right.
And we're on comm lines so we can talk to one another. And so we know what's going on. So we work the suit to try to get all the air out.
To make you less buoyant.
Yeah.
Nice in, yep.
So we always have to have our personal cutting tool. We need 2 cutting tools.
I thought it was actually pretty cool that they actually have 3 people getting suited up for one dive rescue, but they're only going to send one rescuer in at a time. So as he mentioned in this, there is 100%, 100%, and a 90% that are geared up and ready to go. The other thing that I thought was amazing is the checklist that they go through.
So with dry suits, we have to wear 32 pounds of weight
Okay.
just because we're so buoyant.
So how heavy is that? Just
45 pounds or so.
okay.
It's same weight as a recreational scuba setup.
Okay. I wouldn't. I don't know how much recreational.
Yeah. I guess about 45, 50 pounds.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. A rock.
That's what you're looking for.
All right.
And what distinguishes it from every other rock?
Yeah.
Zipper closed. Really cool. Liners. Gloves, liners available.
Here we go.
Lighter left hand. Hood liner.
No.
Weight harness.
You see that?
PC size.
XL.
Bottle on.
As we go into the water, you do notice that they have lines attached to these guys. I did not realize this when I first, asked to do a dive rescue, that these divers are not just free diving. They're not just in a wetsuit, with some scuba gear, and they're just, out looking in the area that you think they should be. This is a coordinated dance that takes many personnel, and having them tethered off not only with a safety rope, but they're also tethered by their communications equipment, gives a sense of security of where these guys are in the water, what they're seeing or feeling, and how they communicate using these lines.
So basically what our goal is, remember, so we've got kind of a pole in the way here. So either you're going to have to stand in the water, okay, dry through, we're going to move this line over here, depending on wherever we decide to do it. So liners has to get in the way. So my guess is probably what your best bet would be is to stay close to the water over here. Yep. So we need to decide how far out we're going, and then what our right boundary size and what our left boundary is. In the water. When his bubbles get to those points, either tap me on the shoulder or I'll see it and tell him to stop. We'll give him however many setting tools. We'll tell you to get
Okay. Especially a reservoir this deep. I was diving here a couple years ago.
2230, copy. Do you want to take out 5 feet? Left hand search.
3,000. Peter, stand up. You did find something. Yeah, there you go. Nice work, Peter.
Did you find the aqua lung?
No.
The thing look up to grab.
Debatably cooler than a rock. Nice job, Peter. Put this in your trophy box. How deep did you get?
6 feet.
That's it?
There's a definite thermal climb from about where Steve is.
Yeah.
When you hit that, it's so much warmer, and as soon as you get out farther, it cools off a little bit. Yeah, but it's still warm.
Oh, where's that camera? I was supposed to have a camera.
You have to hold it like Rambo, too.
PC size.
Whatever Peter's was.
So,
Bottle on.
Better be. Peter, don't set me up for failure.
it's on.
Computer on, no PSI. Go out 5. Left hand search.
Nope. Wherever you.
Good.
Yeah. Here's wherever it's going to be good.
Special equipment.
I feel prepared to dive. Do you mind if I toss in the water real quick? Just kidding, Bobby. What? King of all rock.
They do a grid type pattern underneath the water. I know you can't see it here, but just like when we go into a burning building, we're going to do either right-hand search or left-hand search, depending on what the lead guy wants to do. They do a very coordinated grid search too. They're going to send them out a certain distance, which is why they have them kind of tethered off. They're going to start either left to right or right to left, depending on what the captain wants, and they're going to do that search back and forth, and it's very precise in order to find something in the water. Just look at the size of this quarry. This is not a Great Lake where I come from in Michigan, but it is a fairly large quarry, and it's important for us to get information when we arrive on scene to where the last time this person was seen when they went in the water, what they were wearing, who were they with, as much information as possible. That scene size up is going to tell us a ton of information that is really life and death of that victim at that moment in time. If you guys saw the short leading into today, we lost the camera during this dive. It was put on correctly by our camera guy. At first I didn't know if it was, but it looks like it was. It just got unclipped and fell, and it fell face up. It ran for over 6 hours, so we do have some footage. So join the member section of our channel, and you guys can see some of that footage. But we went out and searched for that camera after it fell. Personally, I actually got in the water. My camera guys got in the water. We ended up borrowing a boat from a local bystander to try to search for it. We spent probably 3 or 4 hours. My head got burnt. We just couldn't find it. But South Metro, they did a fantastic job. They went back out and kind of searched for it. It was the end of the day, so they had other things to do. They couldn't stay around for a long time. We want to thank everybody, all you viewers out there, for participating in the fundraiser to replace that camera, and what that ended up going towards is getting our camera back. So for the shipping and the repairs and all that kind of stuff. So we do have that camera back, and it's back in the service.
Steve, you might need to be on the other side of that roadway. Yeah.
Right now, this is getting towards the end of the day, so what we ended up doing is breaking down. The other thing is when you break down, just like you're breaking down at a fire scene, you gotta want to make sure that your equipment is not broken. If it is, put it aside, put it back in the right place, make sure that it's cleaned. Obviously, they're going to go back to station and actually make sure everything is in order. They're going to change out any kind of batteries. They're going to make sure their cables are good, all the stuff is clean and dry, hang up the dry suits to make sure that they don't get ruined or anything like that. That goes back to the station. We did not get to see that because we spent time looking for our camera.
Bang it up.
Sometimes it's easier. Grab.
Oh, I gotcha. Yeah, that makes sense. Nice, thank you.
Did that camera stay on there? Oh boy.
I know we got to real quick. It was right here, I thought, when you went in.
It was.
Wheel.
It was on you.
Back out.
Yeah, leave one. You want to think?
Oh, I think I got it. Nope, that's the rock. Was it the clipped one or the Velcroed one?
I want to put a big shout out to Aurora Fire Company for inviting us out. It was their training that we went down to. They said it was okay. They gave us permission. Eric from South Metro, their PIO, was phenomenal. I really appreciate him. He does a fantastic job over there. If you haven't checked out Eric's channel, go ahead and do that along with South Metro. Fantastic guy. South Metro Fire Company Station 31 for inviting us out, not only for the station cribs before, but also for this day in the life training. It was a gorgeous, gorgeous day, and I'm a little jealous. If you guys are ever thinking about employment in Colorado, definitely look them up. No matter if that's Aurora Fire Company or South Metro, they're really good people. I want to thank you all for watching. This was another day in the life. This is something that we don't do a whole lot of. We usually do that station cribs, station rigs, but a day in the life is very important for us to understand what's going on. Do us a favor, hit subscribe, hit notification if you haven't done that before. Hit that notification bell so you keep getting updates of when we release. And coming up very soon, we do have a members area that's under development. It's going to be hitting hopefully within the next month or two. We have a lot of film over the last 3 years that we've been doing that we're going to throw into that members only. So you're going to see never seen before footage. It helps us out. 2024 is going to be a huge year. We appreciate everybody. We got a ton of different areas to go. We're in the process of scheduling. So if you guys are actually interested in us coming out and doing a video on your station and some of the stuff that you do, hit us up. Hit us up at our email, which is Watch Heroes Next Door, and make sure Heroes has ES in it because it's pluralized. WatchHeroesNextDoor@gmail.com, and we'll get you on the schedule as soon as possible. We really appreciate everybody out there. We're trying to highlight everybody and anybody. So thank you all for watching, and we'll see you again next week.
I was willing to be a victim. I mean, come on, it is 100 degrees out here. I think I've done it for every other type of. I've done an EMS victim. I've done a police victim. I might as well do a scuba victim. I mean, right?
100-degree day.
Yeah, in the middle of the summer.
Probably won't be around.
Yeah.